What up, though? Shout out to my Detroit fam. I got to keep it moving. I got to get to this live stream over on Born in Trouble YouTube channel with host John X. Gonna chop it up for a minute with him and his people. Um, I was having this conversation with myself. I talk to myself a lot, but I was having this conversation with myself last week, wondering when some of these offensive coordinators or some of these, coveted offensive and defensive coordinators, when were some of these guys going to stay put and just be a part of a successful staff for a longer time than just 1 or 2 years? This is only the end of Ben Johnson's second year, I believe, as an offensive coordinator. And he's 37 years old. We saw McVay in LA. We saw him kind of throw it out there, burn out, retire. I work too much. Oh, this job requires too much. I got kids and whatever. They threw some more money at him, I believe, and he stayed around. But yeah, the guy went there. He was I think like offensive quality control, maybe tight ends coach or something, and has progressed up the ranks and then became offensive coordinator 2 years ago. Has done a good job. Seems like a bright guy. Team has been averaging, I think they're top three, maybe second this season in yards per game or something. All the stats are there. But and I mean, Dayball is doing well in New York for the Giants. D'Amico Ryans hit it out the park in Houston. I think some other guys who come to my mind. O'Connell's done okay in Minnesota. LaFleur, several 13-3 seasons, winning seasons. Has made the transition after, Aaron Rodgers moved on. Now you get back to the playoffs with Jordan Love and whatnot. So it's but and offensive coordinators in the last couple years have started to separate themselves from the defensive guys. Cowherd is out here talking about the innovation of the young offensive coordinators, and they seem to be more problem solvers. And maybe my thinking is if you're a head coach and once your offensive coordinator moves on after 1 or 2 good years, if you're an offensive minded coach, you can still have some success with that group as you get your next guy in there. I think that's another thing. The other thing was like for the dude to price himself out, which was part of the ESPN article, was that he was asking too much. And so I don't know if it's a loyalty thing or let me cash in on my current demand because I had these two teams that want me. And Harris, being a new guy in Washington, wants to make a big splash, needs to get the right name to do this rebrand thing that we have going on in DC. Deep pockets. And I personally, I didn't want the team to kind of be strapped. I didn't want the guy's deal to be so much where he is unproven, obviously. And then here we get to year 2 or 3, and this isn't one of the success stories. One of the guys that's doing well. This could be a situation where things are taking a turn for the worse. But now the ownership or front office doesn't want to move on because of the size of the deal remaining that you had to pay this guy. So he tells both of these teams what I want to make that jump. Nobody wants to jump that high, and he's returning back to the Lions. I don't think it's gonna be a matter of and Washington was regarded for the first time in a long time. The Washington Commanders, new ownership, magic over there, uh, on the publicity side or promotional side and whatnot. Harris with the money and coming out on the complete makeover, culture change, maybe even rebranding the team name at some point, working on that new stadium and everything. It'd be great to get a capable guy in here that checks a lot of boxes. And then you had the number 2 pick, 5 picks in the top 100 picks in the draft. It looked like a great place to be. And I had some reservations about going rookie coach, honestly. So it is what it is. Maybe they take a look at the guy in Houston now, Slowick, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Had some success with CJ Stroud, as well as Mike McDonald, just across the beltway. I would love to. I think I would like to. He would be probably my front runner. I don't think we had a talent on defense that he can have that automatic impact. But he's been in that Ravens culture. In my opinion, the Ravens are probably top 5 in terms of team identity, defense, the physicality, consistent top 5 defensive unit, and all of that. Good line back in play, or linebacker core and whatnot. And he's right from that area. So maybe him. Dan Quinn getting some consideration. I won't hold the Dallas defensive performance against Green Bay. I won't hold him to that, or squandering, the what was it, 28-3 or something lead in the Super Bowl, whatever it was. He turned around things in Dallas when they had a historically bad defense before he got there. He's in the mix. Maybe Bieniemy, who's in the building. We'll see. It's not the end of the day. It's just, hey, this guy had maybe he feels the job isn't done. Maybe it's good to be under Campbell, be around that crowd in Detroit and what they have to build on with it being a young team. Goff, it seems like he's still under contract and whatnot. Good relationship with him. Great group of great wide receiver core, young Laporta. It's not a bad gig to stay under just trying to think of a description for Dan Campbell, but it's nothing wrong with continuing to be under his wing and letting him take some of those darts and arrows for the fourth down tries, that may have cost them a trip to the Super Bowl, and just sit back and learn and become even more prolific as an offensive coordinator. And it's a lot of turnover in the league, 7 to 8 positions. I mean, head coaching spots each year. He'll be there before you know it. But anyway, I got to run. Pay me no mind. I forgot my little. You don't have to start to be great. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I'm out of here. Peace. It's been a while since I said it. Peace.